Today we are going to discuss about types of finite automata. Finite automata is also known as DFA. DFA is a deterministic finite automata in which the input signal with the current state goes to the next state. Here the diagram is given, that is Q0 on 0 will go only to the one state. That is with the single input state there will be a single transition. Whereas in NFA, which is a non-deterministic finite automaton, here the diagram is given. Q0 with the single input can goes to multiple state. That is Q0 on 0 going to Q0, Q0 on 0 goes to Q1 also. Here we have two types of finite automata. Finite automata without epsilon moves, in which the input signal with the current state goes to the power set of Q. This is an example of that. Here if we are going to check the table of DFA and NFA, from the table we can make out, in the case of DFA, Q0 on 0 goes to a single state, whereas Q0 on 0 goes to the multiple state. So from this diagram only a single entry in the cell represent the table of a DFA. Set of states as an entry will be the table for the NFA, that is the NFA without epsilon moves. Now if we are going to consider epsilon as an input symbol, so that will be considered as NFA with epsilon moves. So here NFA is NFA without epsilon moves, in which we are not going to have epsilon as the input symbol. Then we have NFA with epsilon moves, in which input symbol with epsilon, considering as an input symbol with the current state, goes to the power set of Q. The example of NFA with epsilon is given here. Q0 on 0, which is an input symbol goes to Q0. Q0 on epsilon, which is considered as input symbol, goes to Q1 also. Here the table for the NFA with epsilon moves is given, in which Q0 on 0, which is an input symbol, on 1, which is an input symbol, Q0 on epsilon is also considered as an entry in the table. So what is the conclusion? The finite automata is having two types, deterministic and non-deterministic. Non-deterministic is again having two types, without epsilon moves and with epsilon moves. So now we will consider how we are going to convert the NFA with epsilon moves to DFA. Before that, what we are going to consider, we are going to find out the epsilon moves of a state. So the epsilon closure of a state, epsilon closure of Q, is a set of all the state P such that there is a path from Q to P with the input symbol epsilon. For example, Q is Q0. We have to find out the path P such that there are the states which we can reach with the input symbol epsilon. For example, Q0 on epsilon goes to Q1. So Q1 will be added as an epsilon closure of Q0. From Q1, which is reachable from Q0 with epsilon, we have to find out what are the possible state from Q1 with the epsilon. So Q1 and epsilon goes to Q2. That means in the epsilon closure we have to consider all the reachable state with the input symbol epsilon. For example, Q0 on 0 goes to Q1. That's why we have Q1 in the epsilon closure of Q0. From the Q1, which is the reachable state from Q0 with epsilon, what are the possible reachable state with the epsilon moves? So Q1 on epsilon goes to Q2. That's why we have Q2 also in the epsilon closure of Q2. So why we had included Q0 also? As a rule, what we have to do, we have to include whatever state ka closure we are finding, epsilon closure, that will be included in the epsilon closure of that particular state. For example, we are finding the epsilon closure of Q0. So Q0 always will be the beginning in the epsilon closure of the Q0 state. So that means the Q0 is also added to the set, because every state is as a distance 0 from itself. That is by default Q0 will be as a distance of epsilon from itself. Now how we are going to find out? For that, what we are going to do, we are going to find out the table in which we are having the X entry, we are having the Y entry. What is Y? Y is the epsilon closure of X. What is X here? we have taken the initial state. So Q0 is the initial state. From the Q0, as a rule, first of all Q0 will be included here. Okay, then from the Q0, what are the possible state reachable with the input symbol epsilon? So Q0 on epsilon goes to Q1, that's why we are having Q1. Now we got Q1. From the Q1, we have to reach to all the next possible reachable state with the input symbol epsilon. So from Q1 on epsilon goes to Q2, that's why Q0, Q1 and Q2 together will make the epsilon closure of Q0. Now suppose we want to find the epsilon closure of Q1. So from the Q1, what are the possible state? So from the Q1, first step is Q1 itself will be included. Now from the Q1, what are the reachable state with the input epsilon? So Q1 on epsilon goes to Q2. So the epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1, Q2. Now for the Q2, for example, we are considering we have to find the epsilon closure of Q2. So as a rule, so Q2 will be included first as the epsilon closure of Q2. Now from the Q2, what are the possible reachable state with the epsilon? So there are no reachable state with Q2, so this will be the end of your Q2 epsilon closure. Now suppose we have the second example, this diagram. For this diagram, we have to find out the epsilon closure of the states. So we will start with the initial state Q0. Q0 as a first rule will be included itself. That is the first state that is included in the epsilon closure will be Q0. Now from Q0, what are the possible reachable state with the input as epsilon? So Q0 and epsilon goes to Q1, so Q1 is added. Q0 and epsilon goes to Q2, so Q2 is also added. So the epsilon closure of Q0 is Q1, Q2 and Q2. Now for example, we want to find out the epsilon closure of Q1. So as a rule, so Q1 will be first added as the epsilon closure. Now any transition from Q1 with input symbol epsilon, so there is no transition coming out of the Q1 with input symbol epsilon, so Q1 will be the epsilon closure of Q1. Now suppose we want to find the epsilon closure of Q2. So how will find out? As a rule, first of all the Q2 will be included in the epsilon closure. Now next rule is we have to find out from the Q2 on epsilon what are the reachable state. From Q2, reachable state on epsilon closure is Q1, so this will be added. So this is how we will find out the epsilon closure of any state.